Cheers.
Was there?
Cheers.
Well, the end of
I'll call the meeting to order. It's 6:02. And the first item is adjustments to the agenda, and there are none. Next is the period of public participation. And I don't think there's anybody that's here. I think. Okay. And next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of meeting 1044, which was on January 27th, 2021. And before we do that, I noticed something in the minutes. Okay, on under items of business, old business, there is a typo there. It says the superintendent act. It's supposed to be asked. Board members, if there are, should be an R there, I think.
Yep.
Agenda items. So other than that, now I'm ready to entertain a motion on the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, Gerard. Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of meeting 1044. In favor? Any opposed? Okay, so we'll move on. Next on the agenda is the approval of financial statements. The approval of the January expenditure report.
I move that we approve the expenditure report.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Josh. Any discussion? Any questions? If not, we will go to a vote in favor of the approval of the financial report. Any opposed? All in favor? Okay, next on the agenda is Superintendent will inform us of different items here.
So first thing I have is Department of Education news and updates. A lot of good news this week with regards to vaccination. I sent out a memo, I believe it was yesterday. Yesterday's a long day, so I think it was yesterday, to staff informing them of the two pathways that are available for vaccinations right now for staff. We have the governor's original plan, which is the rollout by age category, and staff are prioritized in those age categories. So right now, the 60 and older category of staff, we have a clinic set up for that category of employees, set up this Friday in Madawaska at the Casey Hall, or Saturday at the Casey Hall in Fort Kent. And staff were contacted and they were able to choose which one they wanted to go to. So that's happening this Saturday, and we're hoping that the 50-year-old category is going to roll out quite soon, and we'll continue to go that way. In addition to that, there's another pathway, which is the federal pathway, which is being supported by the Biden administration, and Governor Mills has approved that for Maine as well. And that's essentially allowing staff to be prioritized at pharmacies throughout the state of Maine. And so our staff have been given the links to the various pharmacies in Aroostook County. Your participating pharmacies are Walgreens in Fort Kent, Walgreens in Holton, Walmart in Holton, Walmart in Presque Isle. I might be missing one. And so staff have been getting their appointments and are going to get vaccinated that way as well. So quite a few staff have already been signed up for one or the other, and so we're very excited about that news, and hopefully we'll get everyone vaccinated quite soon. Any questions with that? We're also, by the way, when we do sign up our staff, we are signing up board members. So if you are looking for a vaccination and it does become available in one of our clinics, we will definitely reach out to you. Another update from the DOE is in regards to the spacing requirements in schools. It's spacing requirements in all public places, but specific to schools as well. On March 26th, your indoor guidance will change up to 50% capacity. So essentially, in a gymnasium, if your capacity in the gymnasium is 300 people, ideally you can fit 150 at 50% capacity, as long as all the safety measures are still in place. So in schools, that's face masking at all times, a 3-foot distance between students, and a 6-foot distance between adults. If the masks are off, like in a cafeteria, you still have to have the 6-foot distance. So for the purposes of eating, it doesn't really provide a whole lot of flexibility, but for other events it does. So March 26th, indoors, it goes to 50% capacity. Outdoors, it goes to 75% capacity. And I don't know how they determine a capacity outdoors other than football stadiums or baseball stadiums, which we don't have. And then on May 24, the indoor guidance goes up again to 75% capacity, and the outdoor goes 100% capacity for schools, as long as the social distancing measures are kept in place. So that's going to be providing some flexibility to some of our schools, and we're anxious for that. And then finally, the DOE did put out some graduation guidance last week, but the guidance for graduation was contradicted by the spacing guidance that I just shared with you, because the graduation guidance said if you have an indoor graduation, it's only 50 people. If you have an outdoor graduation, it's only 100 people. But then the next day they put out this 50%, 75%. So we're not quite sure what the exact guidance on graduation is going to be. We're hopeful that they'll give a re-update to what they put out last week. In that same update on graduation, they did say that they encourage movie theater type graduations, or graduations where families can be in cars. So we'll keep thinking about our options for this year, and I'm sure Mr. Fanpizza will report out later on what on what Wisdom has chosen for their commencement.
I guess add one thing, Mr. Sirwell, we have a very small graduating class. Emma is 10% of our class.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, my goodness.
we should be able to be a little bit more accommodating than we were with the 19 graduates we had.
Okay,
Thank you, Ralph.
that helps.
Okay, budget. Oh, do you have any more?
No, I have no more updates.
Okay, so we will go on to the budget approval process.
So you have 2 executive orders that were given to you. One is Executive Order 8, and the other one is 8-A. 8 is the one that we got last year, right before we had to pass our budget, and we found out that essentially we could have a public hearing virtually with no voting. It was just a presentation of the budget, and then you would take it to referendum for approval. So it was only a 1-step approval process, as long as you presented your budget some way to the public. 8A says, do that again this year. So essentially our budget approval process will mirror what we did last year. We will have some kind of presentation set up for the public, and then it will go directly to referendum vote.
Thank you, Ben. And the next item is the school reintegration update.
I just wanted to give the opportunity for Principal Hollowell or Principal Fantasia or Director Lovewatt to talk about how things are going, as we are now, 6 weeks since we've gone fully back, I believe, and things are looking good. So I don't know if Shirley, you want to start?
Things are going well at Dr. Ledet. We're still able to space nicely. The children have adapted very well